Now, you might be expecting an opening like this. Hi everyone, I'm Wilsonator and welcome back to Rust. But alas, the server wiped the day after I recorded the last video and my base was lost to the void. Thankfully, I'd researched everything useful and I made it my goal to grind back up to where I was at prior to the wipe. So rather than just starting a whole new series, think of this as a continuation. The same goals and the same blueprints, but just on a new map. I'll quickly get you up to speed before we jump back into the present. Of course, our story continues as we awaken on the beach, holding nothing but a rock and a torch. I quickly threw myself back into the process of gathering some wood, eager to get a base down as quickly as possible and get back up to where we left off. So, I crafted up a bow and began to sneak up on some unsuspecting players who I could hear farming. This guy narrowly escaped my judgment. The son of a bitch was riding off into the sunset. Or so he thought. Oh my god! Bro. Content with his tools and the meager resources that he'd gathered, I set out to build my own base. I found a nice little spot by the dome. It was positioned right next to a road, which would be great for our goal of using vehicles. I decided that a similar layout to last wipe was the best option. However, this time I pre-planned the construction of a vehicle garage on the front of the base. So, while crafting my furnaces, I heard the disgusting sound of a naked. He was boldly farming barrels right outside my house, so I decided it was time to teach him a lesson. Yoink. The next 2 hours or so, I spent trying to get as much scrap as possible. My thought was, as soon as I could get a level 2 workbench, I could easily get back to roaming with a semi-automatic rifle. I roamed around the area and killed some prospective neighbors. And over time, I managed to upgrade my gear and traveled the road to gather components and scrap. As other players began to upgrade their gear, fights started getting a little bit more intense. I was determined to kill as many players as possible, as I was preventing possible hostile neighbors from setting up next to me, and at the same time collecting weapons and scrap. GG. I also did the scumbag move of camping at the bottom of the dome after hearing someone climb it. However, in retrospect, I think it turned out to be worth it. Yoink. So, finally, I'd gathered enough scrap to get rid of my level 1 workbench, and I replaced it with a level 2. And of course, that about sums up the wipe so far. That brings us into the present. A few ores and stuff here. A few extra things. I'm just going to give you a quick overview of these boxes here. Lots of components though. We're doing very good for components. And also electrical stuff here too. Otherwise though, the base is pretty small. I'll just show you exactly what the base looks like from outside. It's slightly different than the last one. We built right next to a road this time, since we don't want to have the same issues we had last time with where we built our base being on a big hill. This 3 foundation thing, I'm planning to put the garage in front of the base. So there'll be a garage like here, similar to the one we built last wipe. That's the idea, and we'll get a farm. I want to get on top of the whole selling cloth for scrap thing, because now we're at the start of a wipe. It's definitely viable. And the good thing about the wipe as well, it gave us the extra components we need. Because on this server, and I know people have been asking for the server, I'm playing on my solo-only server. That's Wilsonator solo-only server. And on this server, on map wipes, so when the blueprints don't wipe, we give everyone some basic BP. So things like a revolver, a water pipe shotgun, and some of these basic electric stuff, they're given to everyone at the start of the wipe. Obviously, things like raiding tools and stuff are not. But it's just basic stuff. It's the basic stuff. I'm happy about the root combiner. The root combiner in particular was one that I had not found and I was kind of struggling with because I needed that. but we do have that now, so we can get on top of our electrical stuff, which is great. So what we will need to do, though, before we can get back to the whole farming thing, we're going to need to get more tarp. I think we have a little bit in the base, but yeah, we need to get back on top of that again. But because, like I said, because it is the very start of the wipe, and we don't have to worry about getting like a rifle or anything anymore, we can kind of focus quite well on the stuff that we want to do now. The great thing about this as well, and let me know if you guys prefer it this way, like the way that I've done it here, to how I usually do it, which is I start a new series every time there's a wipe. But what I would like to do going forward is when it's a map wipe, so when blueprints don't wipe, we can just continue the same series with the BPs we have, and we just can get started. What I'll do is, similar to what I did here, we can get started off camera, and then we can pick up basically, we get the basics up and running off camera, and then we don't have to see it every single time, you know? Let me know if that's the kind of thing that you guys prefer. I'm just sort of experimenting with it this time. So far, so good. Wipe's going pretty good so far. So let's hope that keeps up. There is someone raiding over there. Sounds like they're doing Ioka raiding. I might go over there, actually, and take a little look. Yeah, let's go to the mining outpost here. We'll try and be careful. Okay, this looks like it's been looted recently, so we might be able to do some recycling here. Okay, not bad. 33 high qual, 94 scrap. I'll take it. We could go to this Ioka raid, but quite frankly, they're probably not going to have anything worth taking. I mean, they'll have an Ioka pistol and... Alright, tell you what, we'll take the stuff home and then we'll maybe run over and take a look. See him, he's right there. He looks naked. Fuck it. We're not going to get through it with this amount of bullets. I don't really see the point. I can't be bothered to sit there doing it. We're going to run out of bullets before we get through anyway, so... Alright, I got 2 pieces of tarp. So there is actually one other way we could get tarp. If we ended up with a load of scrap, what we could do is go and buy some stuff from the bandit camp and just recycle it. Like a composter, I believe, gives 100% chance of getting scrap. It costs 30 scrap, so if we really wanted to, we could spend 30 scrap to get 1 tarp. I don't think we're that desperate though. If it gets to real desperate times and we have a load of scrap and no tarp, then we could look into doing that. Oh, he's on him. I should have probably got closer before I opened fire on him. He's still there. I can see him just ducking for cover. Got him. God. See, PvPing with guns at this point is pretty useless. None of these guys have anything, dude. Oh my god. If he had had a gun, I would have been dead there. I didn't even hear that coming until it was on me. Fuck, that scared me. That actually scared the fuck out of me. We have a pretty good vantage point because we can see the, if there's a crate at the bottom of the dome from our front door. Oh, fuck, there is nothing up here. Damn it. Ah. He's still fucking going, dude. That little guy with the Ioka pistol, he's been going for like 20 minutes, dude. So we got 7 tarp. What could we make with that? How many water catchers could we make with that in particular? So we can make 1 water barrel. What about catchers? They only cost 1 each. I feel like the most important thing is getting the catchers first. A couple more bullets though, and then we're going to get a pickaxe and we'll go out and do some farming so we can expand the base. Alright, time to initiate farming montage. That's right. A fucking massive amount of stone. This hill that we're on right now is ridiculous. It's like every 2 steps, there's another stone node up there. I didn't really need to farm it all in one go like this, but... And it's probably more dangerous doing it this way, but... you know, it looks cooler when you open your inventory and see that much stone. This should be a good amount of stone to do us for probably quite a while. I don't even know how much this is. I'll count it up when we get inside. I took some out of the TC as well, so this might be more than we had. But 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 24, 48, about 48,000 stone. That should be more than enough to build like our farming part of our base. Someone's calling a supply signal on the dome. Let's go to that. Oh, I see someone else climbing up. We'll probably want to wait and see what weapon we hear. Crossbow. It's just crossbows? Are they just using crossbows? What? It's an invisible wall there. Brilliant. Yeah, the gun. Well, I failed that miserably. Let's quickly run back. He has to jump all the way off, right? Quick, let's get some meds. Might be able to get back down before he does. I fell right off of there. He died, he died. There was another guy here, though. Let's not forget. The other guy probably got the drop by now. Just having a little listen. My stuff might be hanging up there. Be careful, because he might be camping anywhere. Oh, no, the drop's still coming. He's going to be watching that, right? Surely. It's there, my stuff. Let's be careful, because he might camp this bit. Oh. I hear him. He's gonna climb straight up. Fuck it. I think he's up there, you know. Wait, I heard someone crunch. It was a distant crunch. Let's go down. He must have jumped. There's no way he came down otherwise. He must have jumped. Which means he's probably running back. Yep. Where would be the most likely place that he would have fallen? There. He did, look. Ooh. Good shit, dude. M39 too. Alright, well that went from a complete disaster to a win. See, if we hadn't lived right here, then we would not have been able to get our stuff back there. Because that guy was like inches away from my body when we got into a fight at the bottom there. I reckon we should do some construction now. So we probably want to get our farming area done. Oh, hello. Jump up naked and take a look. Well, there's footsteps there. Oh no. That's the guy that I stole the drop from. Oh, that was fucking great, dude. I mean, I'm surprised I didn't kill him. I knifed him in the head with this for like 5 times. Okay, so I'll just give you a little overview of what I've built. So we go up here, go through here. Similar kind of roleplay setup we've got for our farm, which will be in here. And then we can go up to our roof access here. Now, whether we're going to want to get anything else, I'm not 100% sure yet, but what we'll probably do for now is get some water collectors. So let's do that, because the sooner we have water starting to collect, the more we'll have once we actually start using it. Okay, 6 of them. So they're all daisy chained together into here. And they are collecting, it's not too bad, despite being in the desert. There we go. So we are starting to slowly fill up with water now. But that's all of our tarp currently used. And yeah, I think we're going to probably finish this episode here. This has been kind of a re-establishing episode. We've been trying to re-establish ourselves on this fresh wipe. I feel like we've done a very good job at it. Obviously, we've been working on the base a bit here. But we also have been gathering stuff. Getting into some fights. We had that kind of intense encounter at the dome, which was pretty good. We got M39 out of that, so that's pretty awesome. And yeah, overall, I think we're doing pretty good, and we're on track to getting this farm up and running as soon as possible. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.